Oh, this is our intro, right? Here we are. I'm out with your boy.
The J to the D.
At last. Here we go, man.
Back in the woods.
Back in the woods where we belong. And look what we've just stumbled across. A bumper crop of hedgehog mushrooms. So we're just going to fill our boots with whatever we need for tonight. Have a little bit of a cook up. And just spend a nice evening under the leaves while they're still here. Right, let's pick a few of these then. Oh, you can't really see, the light isn't very good. I've got a lovely selection of mushrooms. We've got some chanterelles, hedgehog mushrooms, shaggy parasols, common puffballs. We've got loads of stuff. These are the star of the show for me. So colourful, so fragrant, beautiful. Yeah, and this is a juvenile, that shaggy parasol. Perfect size actually, perfect eating size before it all opens up at the bottom. Oh, yeah. One stick fire, like that. Then use your 90-degree on the back. Create a lot of finer ones. Hey, it started down there, look. Sometimes it just doesn't pan out how you expect it, but it works out okay. This is one of them times, look, see? We've just come for a quick beer on the edge of this woodland, so sorry about the lighting for those that are watching. We're just going to crack a couple of beverages, answer some questions, try not to look into this screen, and see where we go.
Beer?
Yeah, beer, sir.
Oh, this is a special one for all sorts of reasons.
Yeah,
I'm waiting for royalties.
Yeah,
for
oh yeah.
Photo. Really.
There's a few. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Technically, it's
well,
I presume it's a screen grab of it.
Yeah, it's a screen grabber something Joey D took, look, and that's just.
I tell everyone about that magical evening that we couldn't have had better weather. And
do you tell people about, honest? No, you don't.
About how? Yeah, of course I do. I was like, when everyone was like, "What was it like?" I'm like, "Well, climbing Ben Nevis was. I think we had the best weather / window you could ever get. No one
you
on
could
it.
drop a feather and it would have just fallen straight to the floor, wouldn't it?
Perfect conditions and an incredible sunset.
No one there. The sunset was delight.
If you weren't moaning, like for 98% of it, it would have been
Give
magical.
us a little bit of credit. It was 75%.
It was one of them ones where, because it was the first.
I thought it was just the last 30% I really started moaning. If you think about the mountain in a whole.
You did. Yeah, you were all right on top on the first sort of segment.
But then we hit the scree.
Yeah.
And it was like.
And it was long, wasn't it, as well?
Because there was times where I was going to tap out, wasn't there?
Oh, many. Frequent. Often.
Yeah, I think I said it on each peak, maybe. No, there was two real.
Once you got past, Once you got past the lion's share of Scarfell, there wasn't any question really. I don't think you really doubted it.
And then doing the Yorkshire Three Peaks, there was a bit after Penny Ghent,
Yeah.
which is the first peak, in between there and, is it Whernside?
The second one.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
Well, in between there was a point where I felt like I wasn't going to make it more than any of the other three peaks. Like,
yeah. I mean, that just looked so much harder. It felt harder for me, so God knows how it felt for your feet. Which, again, looked so much worse after that than they did after the Nationals, didn't they?
yeah,
They were just...
beaten up, mate. There were blood blisters, and it was like the things you can't see. It's like I couldn't walk for days. I could walk after the Nationals, all right, but after the Yorkshire Three Peaks, I was like 2 days. I couldn't put my feet down without it really hurting. But I nearly tapped out. I did nearly tap out.
Didn't tap out.
Didn't tap out. I was actually running at one point.
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
'cause-
Mad. You'd gone mad. You'd lost it for a little bit.
Did I lost it, didn't I?
Yeah, yeah, but that was good. That got us through it.
It's good to lose it every now and again, just a
Yeah.
little bit, innit?
Yeah.
You know, just to get you to end. And anyway, so yeah, I'd like you to do honours, mate. So this is a thanks to you as well, like just for being with me, because I know I get all glory because I was at bare feet and that, but
Let's have a look.
I couldn't have done it without you. And
It's a great looking can, that as well.
it's pretty good. And inside,
Yeah.
it's got photos and shit, and
Yeah, looks
the
lovely.
link to the Just Giving page, which is amazing. Now I've actually had one of these. I came out to do a hammock camp the other day, and
David Bellamy.
David Bellamy, he's done a drive-by for those just listening.
It smells very fruity.
That's what I said. Let's see how much marries up to what I said originally.
Solero, yeah, you're right.
Like a Solero. Let's go, mate. Yeah, cheers. Much love, mate. Thank you.
Sorry, I was just doing the tasting before I went into
And so you should.
Nice.
It's juicy.
What percent?
6.
I didn't actually look. 6.
6%. I think it's lovely. It's light, but also juicy and quite
It's bitter on the
nice.
finish.
Yeah. I think it's got everything in it. It's one of them. It does actually get better the more you drink it. It's not like I couldn't have a full can of it. It's I could do a few of these.
Yeah.
I could do a few of these and get me selling a bit of bother.
Yeah.
Would you be in a bit of bother?
Oh, I've been in loads of bother, mate.
How
I'm
many?
in bother now. So.
How many? Right now? Just after...
Right now, after 2 sips, I know I'm in bother.
You know you've messed up, don't you,
Yeah.
already?
Who knows?
Were you ever in the military, question mark? You use very specific slang.
Yeah.
We've answered this. Kind of, no. But, no, I'll say this. No, I wasn't in the military. Also, I'll say this. You are welcome for your freedom. What? And that's all I'll say on it.
That was a lot of birds, wasn't
A lot of people, 2.
it? 3, 4.
The pigeons, look. Sorry for those just...
Put up by Goshawk, no doubt.
I put up my peregrine falcon, shut it, didn't it? The Welsh Pathfinder. Would you rather give a blind person wrong directions or slap an ice cream from a kid's hand?
I'd love to
Give a blind person. I'd rather give a blind person
Would
directions.
you?
I would
rather
hate to
slap a
This is
ice
controversial.
cream from a kid's hand. I've
Why?
got kids.
So if a grown man that looked like you,
Yeah.
came over to your kids and just slapped his
Yeah.
fucking Solera out of his hand, what would you do? Dance around laughing and
What?
at last.
Probably do it worried about having to have a confrontation.
You'd shit it, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I'd knock him,
Size him up.
I'd headbutt him.
Would you?
Yes. And headbutt everything. We've got headbutt kid, headbutt ice cream. It's like ramming my head into ice cream on the floor. He's lost it. He's gone. He's gone. He's button bashing. He's button bashing his way through life. He's gone on button bashing, not just headbutting ice cream up the floor like that. He's tapped. I wouldn't like to. I'd feel guiltier hitting an ice cream out of a
Would
kid's
you?
hand. Depends what
Would a
kind of
blind
kid. If it was
person
one of them
have
like
license?
bully sort of kids, and them American bullies, like fat kids, like
It's
yeah.
only an ice cream, isn't it? That blind person might go the wrong way in that.
There's something quite dark about sending a blind man the wrong way, isn't there?
Yeah. It's horrible.
Yeah, you're right. If you're blind, you want all the help you can get. So
Because you could slap the ice cream out of his hand and then buy him another one.
yeah, you couldn't buy him
Film it.
eyes.
Film his response, get loads of views on YouTube.
You satisfy
and then
this
buy
lad
him.
here. Satisfy the Welsh Pathfinder.
Yeah.
You couldn't once that guy, that blind guy's walked off, end at pier. He's not. That's it.
No one said anything about that, but yeah.
Oh, Sean McThomas or something. Who would win in a fight? Primetime Mike Tyson or 7 primetime Joey D's? That's a good question, actually.
Yeah, there's a lot. That's a lot of me.
A lot riding on it, isn't there?
A lot of me.
It's a lot of you in it, but one Tyson in his prime is a lot.
I mean, one
Right?
one punch is probably.
I reckon Tyson would
Probably
do
going
that.
through 2 or 3 of them.
Right, this is what I'm saying here. I'm saying Tyson, right? And I'm saying he does it in less than 7 punches. you do the math. I think the last Jody just collapses of a heart attack after seeing.
No, I think a punch he could get through like a couple in one punch. I think that's the thing.
In ring as
they're
well.
lined up.
In ring where you can't get away.
They're lined up.
No gloves on as well. And he's just.
He's just wailing.
Because put it this way, right? Anything he could throw at Tyson's face,
He's not doing anything.
it's
is
not
it?
rocking his neck
It's
or
not doing
anything.
anything.
No.
No.
It's an easy question. At first I was like, that's good actually, because maybe you could overwhelm
Smother him.
Yeah. Bap, bap, bap. 7's a lot. 7
It'd
is
have
a
to
lot.
be smothering rather. I wouldn't be able to hit him.
You know, like,
me hitting him, like literally, is going to do nothing.
do you know when like a big hornet comes to a bee's nest and they all gather round it
Yeah,
and they
yeah,
vibrate and
warm.
like warm it
Yeah,
up?
yeah.
You could just
Overeat
get on
him.
him and just go sweat him, like make him pass out
Yeah.
from being hot.
Yeah, because I've got a lot of hair, so.
Loads, 7 of them hairdos all just on him vibrating. He's gonna be like, I just goes limp.
I'll get it too
Can't do it here. You're real killing me.
Oh my god, I thought I was so strong.
Terrible, real terrible, but Tyson.
Yeah. For sure.
It's not the game, is it? Shag, marry, snog, Ed Stafford, Ray Mears, Jason Fox.
Shag, what is it? Shag, marry, snog.
Yeah.
Um,
I thought it was kill, marry,
kill, marry.
marry, shag, wasn't it? That's what it's supposed to be.
I don't.
You kill one. Well, I'll tell you what I'm doing here. Straight off bat, right? I'm shagging Ray Mears because he'd be tender and there's like, there's a lot of cushion. There's a lot of like smoke, like padding.
Oh yeah, go on.
You know,
Mine's different already.
It'd be comfortable. I'm snogging Jason Fox because we'll maybe just get a bit pissed up and up so we've had a snog. And I'm just shagging Ed Stafford for banter. Don't know why
I'm marrying Ray Mears.
Who's marrying who? Oh, who did I marry?
You married.
Ed
you didn't
Stafford.
marry yeah.
No, why did I just
you
shag
didn't marry
everyone?
anyone.
I've just shagged everyone. What's the game? I've shagged
You
everyone.
shagged Ray and Ed.
Oh, right.
That's typical you, though, isn't it?
I know. You can't go.
There ain't no marrying in your life, is
Right, okay. I've shagged everyone. Did your remaining bollock get bigger when there was nowhere for the other 50% of the bollock to go? No, it didn't, but it did start to produce twice as much testosterone. And I guess, yeah, twice as much of everything, so it knows the other one's gone. So essentially it becomes a super nut.
Misses it.
I miss it dearly. They said I could get a fake one, like a
marble.
No, I could have it made of like.
You could have had one that glowed.
Could have had a little bell like Pinocchio's hat.
Oh, yeah. Let's see how quickly that got annoying.
Ding 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 ding, like a cowbell. They offered me a synthetic nut, but I was like, right, I'll have this. For when you're single, you don't want to have to. When you first sleep with someone, you don't want to have to say, by the way, I've only got one nut, because if they find it during, and you're like, by the way, I had cancer, it's a bit of a mood killer, isn't it? So they offered me a plaggy nut, and then one of the things was it could rupture on long haul flights. So I was like, nah.
Ah, right.
I think I'll give it a swirl.
How many long haul flights have you been on since?
None. Harry Wood, Northern Monk, wild camping, your right arm. You have to give one up. Which one is going?
Northern Monk.
Northern Monk. Right arm. This one says, how are you, mate? I'm actually really good, thanks.
I'm pretty well. Yeah, I'm alright actually. Bit tired, but
A bit tired, but
glasses
are full.
You don't really want to know, do you? You're asking.
We're struggling.
Struggling. Yeah, no.
Well, that's why
if you're asking, actually, if you want to know, things are not good.
Now we'll talk about that rap fire later. That's fine. That's for later. Don't bring it out now. Keep it upbeat. Keep it upbeat. Right. Hick Burps. Good name actually.
Yeah.
What's your opinion with regards to pineapple on pizza?
No.
Fan of it? What?
No. Simple. See you later.
I
can't
like it.
believe you went
I like
there.
the sweet, and I get jalapenos and pineapple.
Don't like it.
All right.
Stop it.
Oh, like jalapeno. It's good.
Stop it.
Right.
In a sweet and sour. different ball game.
Well, there we go. We're just polar opposites there. I had a pigeon flying. I've had a couple, but a pigeon flew into my bedroom window recently, and then landed in the garden. It broke its wing. And initially, I'd messaged Joe, and I was like, "Oh, what should I kill it?" And we had a bit of banter anyway, a bit of funniness about like, what was it like? Oh, create an animal sanctuary. When people bring animals to the sanctuary, just eat them.
Yeah, like a cafe / restaurant and an animal sanctuary.
Yeah, it's like cafe / animal sanctuary.
Yeah.
And then people never. It's like we're always like, I'm
like
afraid.
Meat pie. It's just meat.
Yeah, meat, undisclosed meat pies, and people are like, yeah, well, I brought. There was this badger that was hit by a car.
It didn't make it.
I mean, like, all we ever say was, oh, it didn't make it. Yeah, in fact, we've just got a sign that says it didn't make it because we're sick of talking. We're just like, didn't make it. Again, it didn't make it. You two are getting fat, and we're just getting fat as making loads of money and that. In fur coats with fat bellies. So anyway, we had a bit of banter, which was basically that. And so I thought it was a wood pigeon that had hit my window, and it was hobbling around garden. And so I've got an air rifle, and I went out. I thought, do you know what? I might as well. I'll have it before Fox does, and I'll eat it. And I went out, and it ran behind this bush, and then just a few little things happened, and within that 5 minutes was like, I decided I wasn't going to kill it. And so I fed it instead. I fed
Fattened it up.
No, yeah, I kept feeding it. And it took about a week of going out every day. I was feeding it. It kept running away from me and like trying to get into bushes and that. And I kept feeding it. And then I came out and it flew. Instead of just flying and like landing on deck, it flew and it landed on the fence. So it was like, oh, it can fly again. And I thought, I've cured it. And I felt mint. Went to Whitby, had a day out. I felt brilliant. Came back. Feathers just in middle of garden. Something's had it in day.
Probably a cat.
So what I've given it is false hope.
You kept it alive just long enough.
Plumped it up for Fox. Fox wasn't bothered about it until it got plump, and then it was like,
yeah,
I'll have it. They got to a point where I couldn't have killed it for food because it was like,
right.
I liked it as a pigeon.
You would have killed it.
It would have been.
If it real boiled down to, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Kill you if it was.
Zombies were knocking on the door.
Oh, you'd be going in a baguette if it was zombies knocking on the door. Clink. We're putting some smoked bacon lardons in first. And we have this chilli, which is basically a smoked chilli. Can't remember the name, but it smells delicious. And shout out Tubby Tom for this.
It looks like an ancho.
Looks like an
chili.
An ancho.
I don't know if that's
Mexican style, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, yes, shout out Tubby Tom for the chilli. We're just going to chop that up and bang that in with all the wild mushrooms. Shaggy parasols in there, look at that. That's just smoked bacon, like pancetta, is it? Well, I guess bacon lardons, and just loads of different wild mushrooms, chanterelles, shaggy parasols, hedgehog mushrooms, puffballs. Man, beautiful. And that big boy can stay out of it for now.
Look at it.
And then we've got the bits of you see them black bits, that's the chilli just there, chopped up in there, real jammy, caramelised chilli, smoked to within an inch of its life. Beautiful. Oh, there it is, look. That's it, we've got our tomatoes are in there, the kidney beans, the mince, the bacon, the wild mushrooms, garlic, the Tubby Tom chilli, and that is going to be one of the greatest chili con carnes that the world has ever seen.
Oh, undoubtedly.
And then we've got two baked potatoes two taties in tin foil that are going to be baked off, and then we'll have it over the top. And that's just we're going to let that chill for as long as we can, season it up. Pez dispenser. Right, here we go. The jacket potato is out, lovely, light and fluffy, with a crispy skin on it. And my woodland wife is just serving up some of our Look at this, man. This is wild mushroom chili with so much love and attention that's gone into this, man. This is going to be one of the best camp meals we've ever had, innit?
I'm predicting so.
He's predicting a riot, a taste riot.
Mean, you think something could go wrong with that?
No, you can't better it, can you, really?
Look at it.
Right, look at that. So, as well, tell me a more autumnal dish than jacket spud with chilli in it. Like, that is bonfire night, that is of the time, innit? Perfect, man. Hot. They're almost too hot, I reckon.
No.
No, not too hot.
No.
I feel like it'll get like... Let me have a go. Let's have a go. Look at that, man.
Oh, it's deep, that flavour.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you know what, that potato seems like it's got butter on it.
Yeah.
It's really soft and like...
Yeah, it looks dry, but put it in your
not.
mouth, it's like creamy.
Yeah. It's not fiery hot because of chilli, but
No.
there is a tingle
Yep.
and there's definitely
It gives that.
the flavour. That's
yeah.
the one of the predominant flavours coming through is that big chilli.
Yeah.
Which is so earthy and smoky, which fits the shrooms.
A lot of the shrooms are still there as well, aren't they? You expect them to almost just be wasted.
Yeah,
But they're just...
there's a bite to them.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think we've just made, well, one of the greatest chilies I've ever had,
Oh, yeah.
for many reasons.
Yeah.
And to have it with a baked potato is very, very autumn, isn't it? You know, like bonfire night this is their dish.
It is, yeah.
But you don't normally have
It doesn't look
chanterelles and hedgehog mushrooms and
like... No.
the bacon lardons.
I mean, you're paying some for ticket where bonfire night is like... Yeah, chanterelle based.
Yeah. You're at Elton John's house, aren't you, or something? You've gone to one of his parties. Are people still listening? Right, if you're listening to this and you're thinking, oh, these guys must be high because all they do is so... We're not.
Not at all.
We're literally not, but we're both... Oh, we should put these on actually while we're... And me and Joe both, one of our passions is cooking and ingredients, so this to us, this is our hobby, mate. This is what we are into, putting all these ingredients together, cooking something like this, so of course we're just going to sit and wax lyrical about it because we are actually excited about this. This is our Disneyland, man. Again, like we always say, or I always say as well, like, if you just imagine how much you would pay for this at a restaurant or a pub or whatever, with the ingredients that are in it, the time, everything. It's grade A stuff. In fact, you probably wouldn't ever be able to.
No.
Because we were both saying that we've never had a dish that's had as many wild mushrooms in one dish as this. Usually you'll forage a mushroom and that'll showcase your meal. Whereas now we've just chucked all the mushrooms that we've foraged into this, so it's just so earthy.
It feels extravagant and almost like, you know, people will be like, well, why didn't you just eat the mushrooms in the bacon? But
because they're free and growing.
We've done it
as well.
You know, yeah, I've had that flavour, I've had that taste.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's great. Don't get me wrong. But have you ever had chili with like 5 different mushrooms?
No.
No.
Yeah. No.
You have now.
No, yeah, exactly. And you can't. It's not something you would do at home as well, because it is just. It's like, oh, you've been a bit lavish with ingredients, but
Yeah.
when you come out like this, why not? We've had our chili con carne, and it was delicious. We're just going to share a couple of rare breed northern monks together. I'm not going to do any more filming because we don't see each other often, so we're going to have a little catch up. Maybe microdose some button mushrooms, all that sort of stuff, so I'll leave it here. We're just going to chill around fire for the rest of the evening. That's how you do it, boy. Share it out. There we go. That's where our camp was. That's where our fire. And there's absolutely no trace that we've been there. Except for Mr. Shaggy Parasol. It was our mascot last night. We plonked him at the back of the fire and he just cut a fantastic little figure all night. It's something good to look at. And we didn't really drink much. Just had 1 or 2 beers, so we feel great today. Last night was just all about the mushrooms. It was kind of a mushroom trip really, because we collected so many and we ate mushrooms and we stayed at this mushroom. So this one was all about the mushrooms. Big up the fungus of the world. Slept well, just in bivvy bag last night. Didn't show you fruit kit, but I was just in my Alp kit bivvy bag. Joe was just in his tent without the outer layer on it. Just kept it really simple, just under 1 tarp. And that was it. Nice to wake up on the floor and be connected to this woodland. That's it, mate. That's it, mate. Didn't do much waffling on and stuff because it was nice to be out and it was nice to just chill and just appreciate it, mate. And that chilli that we cooked was... What are you giving it out of 10?
8.5.
What?
Big 10 that, mate.
Big 10 that, mate. Yeah. There you go. Smoky, beautiful. Wild mushroom chilli was absolutely fantastic. Right. That was a wonderful camp. Mushroom inspired wild camp with my boy. See you next time. Oh, wow. Falls down, drags me in with him. Ah, it's good, it's good, it's good, it's good, it's good, it's good. It's good, it's good, it's good. Love you, bye.
I'm like Jordan, trying to rise onto the dump. Me, I'm trying to be an icon from the jump. They were warden, I let bygones be bygones. Cause they bars all are gone by the month. Me, I'm trying to be an icon from the jump. They were warden, I let bygones be bygones. Cause they bars all are gone by the month.